Since it's getting cold outside, let's sow some seeds indoors. This time, I'm going to be using this method where you use plastic and paper towels to start seeds.
And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
What you're gonna need is plastic. I'm using a Walmart plastic bag. It can be anything, just as long as you something to separate. You need some kind of binder. You don't want something that's going to be too tight, so I'm using this blue painter's tape. You can use rubber bands if you want. We need something to mist our paper. We need paper towels, and we need some kind of cup. It doesn't have to be a plastic cup. It could be something that you can reuse, and you're gonna need scissors, and I'm using a permanent marker, but that's optional. The seeds that I am going to be sowing are this Swiss chard. It's rainbow. I have quite other ones that I've gotten from a subscription where they mail you some seeds. So I'm going to be throwing some of those in there as well. And this is the prototype. I've already sown some cilantro. First thing you want to do is cut your bag if you're using a bag. So very, very simple. However you would want to make a strip out of it. This is just the easiest way that I found. So you want to cut it down the middle and then sideways or both sides, just like that, because you want it to lay flat, just like that. Your plastic does not have to be big. So this is about 2 to 3 cups that you can make. So we're going to cut right about here, all the way down. And then you can save this for a second cup of sowing. Now we have a long strip here. I'm going to cut this right here since it's got chopped. So this is what we're working with. I'm going to make sure it's flat. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be long and flat. Next, we're going to take our paper towel and we're going to measure it across for however long you want it to be. And then we're going to fold it a couple of times. Just like that. And then you want to face the part that's folded and not open to the top. And then lay it down flat. I'm going to take my water and I'm going to mist it. Some seeds don't transplant well, so you might want to just make sure that you're using the right seeds. All right, we got this misted now. Next, I'm trying to move quickly because this is easy. Next, we're going to look at our seed packets. You can plant whatever you want, but whatever your seed packet says, or if you know how deep your seed's supposed to be started or planted, you want to go just that deep. So these seeds are 3/4 of an inch. I keep this because I'm using these, but I need this for reference. So these are some rainbow shards coming from the Bloomin' Bin. Bloomin' Bin, they're a subscription where I used to have them a while ago, but they don't operate the same anymore, where you can get seeds. They're in gardening things. They're kind of more or less, you know what? I don't even know if they're still in existence, but that's neither here nor there. So if your seed says 1/4 of an inch, you're going to start from the top And if it says 1 inch, you're going to go down 1 inch. Wherever it says from the top of your strip, that's where you want to sow your seed. And you're just going to sow them in a row, one at a time. Need to go down just a little bit. One at a time. Just like that, all the way down. It's like we're creating seed paper strips. I can't remember the brand that sells those. And then there's the brand that sells the seeds that are colored, so you can see where you're planting them. And we're going to go all the way down. We're going to give them some space. Some seeds, if they're bigger, you want to give them more space just so they'll have room to grow. But the roots are going to grow perfectly without soil. And this could be done with soil too. It's a little cool outside, so I want to get some things started. And it can be a little messy inside with dirt. Okay. And then once we get them all laid out, I go again and I mist them just to lay them down. See how this is just going? Just to lay them down really good on our paper. Just like that. It doesn't matter which end you start at. I'm going to start at this end and we're going to gently roll it. Just like that. You don't want to do it tight. I'm going to gently roll them. Okay, and this is where we're going to stop. This is where your tape comes in. We're going to tape it. You can do so many of these inside while it's cold. And what I like to do so that it'll lay flat in the cup, just go and cut it down. And then it's going to absorb the water from there. And then we're going to put it in our cup, just like that. Let me get some water. Pour some water in the bottom. Just a little bit, because you want to refresh the water. And then you want to label your cup. I'm going to label it for rainbow shard. Today's date, which is the 31st. And then I like to go to the packet and then let's see, how many days does it say before it sprouts? Oh geez. Most time it will say, 7 to 10 days. So then since I have the day that I planted them, I like to put 7 to 10 on the bottom. So I'll get a good idea how to, and see. We have just a little bit of water in there. Our paper towel has soaked it up. And refresh your water every so often to keep your seeds moist. And they will grow through the spiral. I wish I had an example, but I'll come back with an example. So I've done the Ziploc baggie, I've done the jug baggie, and now the spiral. Now the spiral. I have a lot more seeds that I am going to get started. Since I'm in tonight because of the weather, it's cool and windy. And this is going to get a jump start. These are going to sit in the windowsill to get activated.
I don't want to go to work because my boss is a jerk and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life because I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me